And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
La alineación de hoy será...
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
And we're underway. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. This familiar tale ready to be retold. He rises! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot.
Oh, what? Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Great defending, strong and determined. Chooses to go back. Rudiger. And it's McAllister. There's a sharp little ball here. And he shoots! They've scored! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Marcó en el minuto 11, el dorsal 7.
Vallecas gain their reward with an early goal. Hernandez tries to play it through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's forced to go back. Marquinhos. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great vision. Gets his head on it! He will be livid with himself. And he was quick to react. That's a cute ball. Could try cutting inside here. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Bernardo Silva. Now it's Marquinhos. Now it's Bernardo Silva. He's found a way through. It's a mighty effort! No, not the best of headers. Threads one in. Engages and forces him off the ball. Fratesi. And they can counter here. Chips it through. Shot could be on. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Marcó en el minuto 31 el dorsal 5.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
Can he get on the end of this? It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's neat. Cross deflected behind for a corner. They've played it short. Played it early. Saliba is there and he can get that clear. And he can clear it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe. And Hernandez. Mbappe. Good purposeful running this. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Lovely bit of skill. Fratesi does well to stand firm and defend it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Lejeune. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Hernandez getting this one clear. Neymar tries to pass it through. And this is Ronaldo. He is through. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it's fallen loose again. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant, and as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So once again, we're underway. He's in a great position here. Couldn't squeeze it through. Chance, surely! Fratesi. Hernandez. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Turns back here, probably the best option. Played out to the left flank. And he lines up a cross. And that's been well dealt with. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. In once more. That's a decent clearance.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Bernardo Silva.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Looking for options for movement. And he's straight offside. Lejeune. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe. He's having a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Over to the left. He's in plenty of space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Mbappe. And this is Bernardo Silva. Neymar. It's a good foot in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He shifted it to the flank. Caught offside that time. Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 6, el dorsal 16 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 15, el dorsal 80.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. That's been slipped through. A lot of space ahead of him. And can he finish it?
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Chance for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9 será reemplazado por el dorsal 11.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's another throw. So there's going to be another change here.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Goes looking wide. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has been slung wide. And he's whipped it across. Hernandez with the clearance. Neymar. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Neymar.
Mane.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 42.
Looking for the run. That looks a good ball through. Shot a goal! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Vallecas take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
He's had it taken off him. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
This is now creating a nervous atmosphere. The fans simply want the ball at the other end.
Can he get it through? Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. Well, you can hear the analysis starting already, the intricate details and nuances being debated, and they will be for several days, but only one thing matters for now: they lost it. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Denis Suarez climbs up big! He will be livid with himself.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Pacheco. It's Denis Suarez. Out to the right. And it's Denis Suarez. Good ball, good take. Played out wide. Played in deep. Punched away. Caught offside that time. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Denis Suarez. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Madrid still without a single shot on target. Knocks it out wide. It's a good-looking delivery. Rudiger attempts a clearance. Denis Suarez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Out for a throw. Pacheco. Thinks one through. It's a promising position. Oh, it's Denis Suarez. And he's certainly onside here. And he's whipped it across. Keeper has taken decisive action. And he's managed to get rid. In again. Goes for the header! Danger averted for now. Pacheco. Tony Martinez. Carlos Alenia. He's in a great position here. Oh, that's superb. And the shot! And he's there to get it away. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Denis Suarez goes short. Oh, nice touch. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. And it's been taken short. Showing good feet. And it's Denis Suarez. Tries to get it clear. Hernandez. With Rudiger. Now Saliba. And it's Bernardo Silva. With Rudiger. And Hernandez. And here's Neymar. It's run loose here. Johnny. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Johnny. Carlos Alenia. All played for Denis Suarez. Denis Suarez. Out to the left it goes. There's the delivery. Neymar getting this one clear. Hernandez. Saliba. Aim forwards. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Denis Suarez. And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. There's the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
He's found a way through. And a chance! And he hits the net. The second half off to a spectacular start. Whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
En el minuto 48, el dorsal 16.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Tony Martinez could try cutting inside here. Turns and goes back.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played out to the left flank. Carlos Alenia. And he's gone backward here. He's being urged to shoot. Big header! Oh, that's a brilliant save!
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played out towards the right wing.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Cleared away.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Played into space out
La
wide.
asistencia a este partido asciende a 52.820 espectadores.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's picked it up out wide. Lovely feet. Now this could be a chance. And that's been drilled in. Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That's really well manoeuvred. He's played it back. And it's McAllister. Passing is crisp and sharp. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Knocks it into space. There is Suarez. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Hernandez. Madrid are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal
Closing in
18.
on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Mbappe. There they go, hunting in packs. And that has left him in a heap. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
El dorsal 6.
There is Suarez. Carlos Alenia. And it's made its way to him. Alava can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Great defending, strong and determined. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Leading by just one goal and still some defending to do. And he's intervened well there. Tony Martinez tries to pass it through. Great ball, and he's in here. Real chance! It's a goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Fratesi. Oh, good spread. Ronaldo gets into a good position. Fratesi is having a shot! That's another chance! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Madrid take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And it's Denis Suarez. Tony Martinez! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Johnny.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And it's Denis Suarez. Carlos Alenia. He's on it, can he get away? Fires it in low. Alaba with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. Denis Suarez plays it short. Cristiano Ronaldo. And time is up. Madrid proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle, they know it could so easily have gone the other way, and they are clearly so happy to have won it. Madrid leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
La alineación de hoy será...
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy, Theo Hernandez, comes from a family with great pedigree, although he's a very different player to his older brother, who's a fine player in his own right. But Theo is about dynamism, pace and energy. He just loves to get on that front foot.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And that gets things running. That looks a cracking ball. He's picked his way through. Shot, surely! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Being shifted off it. Vargas distributed tidily. Hernandez. Rudiger. This ended up in no man's land. Played out to the left flank. Great vision. Thinks about the shot. In once more. It's a mighty effort! Oh, crossbar!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Macau. Nianju. Now Sao. Tries to play it through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Vargas. Nicely weighted ball. Chance for a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rudiger. Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Fratesi goes looking wide. Can he get on the end of this? This looks promising. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Vargas. Now Sao. He's a sharp little ball here. Chance to shoot! There it is! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
El dorsal 9.
Sevilla have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Fratesi. Now it's Marquinhos. Sao. That's Vargas. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Engages and forces him off the ball. Vargas. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. So what can they make of this? And that's a dangerous ball. Sao. Nianzou looks to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And he's had it nicked away. Hernandez. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Mbappe. Marcao. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Bernardo Silva. Now Fratesi. Sao. Pass somewhat off target. Neymar. Rudiger. Sao. That's a shade optimistic. Fratesi. Bernardo Silva. That's really well cleared. Bernardo Silva is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he's forced to go back. Well, that has not gone well. It's a pretty loose pass. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. It's a really well-measured ball. Sal. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bernardo Silva. And it's Fratesi. Now, what about a counter-attack? Ronaldo stood his ground strongly. Tries to pass it through. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Now it's Marquinhos. Sal. Looking to play him in.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
He's got tall. They want to be quick to recover this. That's a half-decent try.
Cambio de jugadores.
Sevilla can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Sal. And the shot's on here. Rudiger is there to clear. Some resolute defending there. Sal. Now it's Vargas. And he's played it back. Good ball, good take. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Neymar. Now Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Bernardo Silva. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Fratesi. Fratesi. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
El dorsal 9, el dorsal 16. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 80, el dorsal 7. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Sal. Nianzou. Sal. And no, that was never going to make it. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.